Good morning and welcome to my live stream. Um, this is Fight CPS with your host, Bob Pace, and hang on to your children. I'm on every day, and in the evening, I'm on at 7 p.m., and then on the daytime weekdays, I'm on at 10 a.m., and on the weekends, I'm on at 8 a.m. Those are all Pacific Standard Times. Those are the West Coast of California that I am broadcasting on YouTube using the StreamYard application. And I already got my number up here. Boy, I'm anxious to get callers. Wasn't supposed to be on there, but they stuck it up there. Anyway, I'm here to help you with your CPS case, to help you get your children back or hang on to your children, to help you through this troubled time with CPS. I too am a victim of CPS. I experienced it the full 9 yards gamut. They lie, you know, they retaliate, they launder money, they traffic into foster care, and they do medical trafficking, which has happened a lot lately. I've had some unusual cases this past week. They're up to no good. Now, this is 14 live streams I do a week. Week after week, month after month. I've been doing this for 20 months. I started October 2023. And I haven't missed a show yet. There's been different times, but I had other family commitments or emergency come up. But I'm glad to be here because I want to share you what I did wrong in my case with CPS and what all the 1,857 listeners have shared with me. We're getting close to 2,000 people. We're getting close. This is 365 days a year. This is insane. I've never done anything like this in my life. I haven't missed a show yet. And each one I do try to make different. So if you listen to the recorded ones, they are different. Um, I was just checking messages from a lot of you that text in. And I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Now, later today or this morning, Vincent Davis will have a show on Saturday about 10 o'clock. You can listen to him. And by the way, Vincent Davis is the lawyer that started the show, and he's the lawyer that I hired. And his picture is on the upper right-hand side of my screen. And the phone number for him is 888-888-6582. That's the all law offices for him. And when you call in, you'll be speaking to reception. Make sure you introduce yourself and say that Bob Pace sent you. Further, if you talk to Vincent Davis, make sure you tell him that Bob Pace sent you. So I'm really glad that you're joining me this morning on Saturday. It's now June 7th. It's unbelievable where the days are going. So many of you have expressed interest in help. And a lot of you are like family. You come in here all the time and talk to me about your case and tell me your woes and everything. And I wish I could do a magic wand and make it all get better. CPS is an agency that is really bad. Now, not all of CPS is bad, but enough of them that, 1,900 people say it's bad. I say it's bad firsthand. My children were kidnapped and trafficked by CPS and abused in foster care. All right. Good morning, David. Pretty good. This is David Hidalgo. I'm hoping to pronounce it right. From Santa Maria, up by Santa Barbara County, and he has a terrible case where he's been wrongly accused of his integrity, his character about his daughter. It's bad enough when family members do it and nothing like that. And so he has a bad case. He was telling me he had an update yesterday, and he wanted to hear from Vincent Davis. Now, have you heard from Vincent Davis this morning, David? Okay. I did send him a text message, and I've not heard from him. That was sent last night at 9:30 at night. Let me just type it real quick while I'm talking to you. All right, I just sent him. So we'll see what's happened. So now that social worker wants to tell you good news. That's, to me, sounds awful. Oh, he just responded. He has a show coming up at 10 this morning.
You what?
He has a show this morning. Okay, we'll see. He's now communicating with me this morning. Oh boy. I'm sorry. Don't mean to be laughing because it's all a very serious matter.
Yeah. Yes.
It's right. All right. I know today's only the 7th, but I know it'll be here sooner than ever. And what's the purpose of this trial date? Okay. They're going to make you guilty, is what they're saying. Right. That's wrong. That is totally wrong. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, you got to be careful what you say to her or get trapped onto something. So that's the smart maneuver.
You guys did the right thing, Bob.
Yeah, I think that basically social workers do try to sidestep. And what you could have said is that we want to hear you. My attorney will come and meet with you. Maybe that would be better. I don't know. Or do a Zoom conference.
Like I said, I don't know. I haven't really interacted with.
Well, should I say that the social worker is supposed to contact you? Should I tell Mr. Davis the social worker will contact him? Okay. All right. I don't need to redo it on him there, but yeah. Okay. A forensic interview. Now, tell me what a forensic interview is. Well, forensic is a legal term. See here. Hold on. Forensic interview in Santa Barbara County. So this is Santa Barbara County, California. CPS forensic. Okay. Well, it says over 400 forensic interviews are conducted annually at the Children's Center. That's in the Barbara Sinatra Children's Center Medical Service. I wonder what that's all about. Suspected child abuse forensic services. The Barbara Sinatra Center for Abused Children conducts both forensic interviews and forensic medical examination of a suspected child abuse. Okay, let's see what else it says further. Now, a forensic interview or ordered um, by law enforcement, the district attorney office, or the guild protective services, the child protection services. So I guess either the district attorney or the Child Protection Service can order it. The Barbara Sinatra Center offers child-friendly environment and state-of-the-art recording equipment to assist in the, let me see here, assist in the art. I need to get this a little bit bigger in print here. Okay. They offer a friendly environment and state-of-the-art recording equipment to assist in the evidence gathering, to assist in the prosecution of suspected child maltreatment. So they want to interview the child, including sexual abuse, physical abuse, neglect, and witness to the violence. The forensic interview department is staffed by a full-time on-site forensic interview. Over 400 forensic interviews are conducted annually at the Child Center. Now, the Barbara Sinatra Children's Center Medical Service provides medical evaluation to assist for possible sexual and physical abuse, generally, and medical neglect. Strangulation, at-risk sexual behaviors, human trafficking, or exploitation, and may include a forensic examination. These evaluations are primary focus for under 18 years of children under 18. In addition, medical follow-up or appropriate referrals will be provided. Now, the medical providers will coordinate with outside facility, including RCCAT. Eisenhower SART program to determine the best appropriate medical plan and follow-up. Okay. Immediate triage. Once a forensic interview or a forensic medical exam is conducted, the child's parents or guardian are directed to the Barbara Sinatra Children Center intake coordinator to immediately schedule the therapy for the child if desired. If desired. Multidisciplinary team, MDT. On a monthly basis, the Barbara Sinatra Center for Abused Children holds an MDT meeting involving area detectives and investigators and representatives from CPS, prosecutors from the district office, the Children's Center nurse examiner, the Children's Center medical director, the Children's Center forensic interviewer, and the senior management from the Children's Center. The MDT meeting is used to review cases, to explore the best practices as a training seminar, and discuss ways to improve service to children and families that are served. Does that kind of help you out or get you further lost?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I hope so. It is. Sure.
and I've lost employment. So I wanted to know, will law enforcement will pursue any charges against the person who made all these facts?
No. See, the problem is, unless it's a crime, if they had a crime and the district attorney files charges, they're not going to go after them. And on top of that, the best kind of lawsuit would be a civil lawsuit, and it's where they violate your civil rights or your constitutional rights.
Well, somebody
Yeah. Uh it's hard to prove. It's hard to prove. Well, that's what you're saying, but right now, until the judge agrees or the attorneys agrees, you're still on the hook. Right. Um, then you got to sue a defamation of character, um, lack of unemployment. I mean, I don't know if it knocked you out of the job market or what. Yeah.
well,
He does a lot of civil lawsuits. He does a lot of them. He's won millions of dollars too. But there'll be a retainer because he was going to do me, but he wanted $50,000 and I didn't have it. It would have been a couple $1 million lawsuit. So sometimes they take 30% of what they get. So if they get 10 million, 30% would go to Mr. Davis. No, I know that. Yeah. He will. He will. I'm just saying he will. Not to panic. Oh yeah. Oh, I'd love to have you come back on my show. Yes, yes. And right. Sure. Or you can check into me tonight or something, you can check in tonight. Um, all right. 7, 7 p.m. Okay. Look forward to see you, David. That's David yeah, from Santa Maria. You bet. Thank you. I want to welcome Kimberly May back to the live stream. Um, she asked a question. Megan O'Neill Merle, is this with you? I'm confused. What's with who? And who is Neil Morel? I need some more information, Kimberly. What did you say up above? Nothing up above. Okay. Um, Carrie Sampson, welcome. I know Carrie's been on before. When you had an emergency hearing, can your caseworker or the supervisors bring up an old case that's closed to the judge? They can't bring it up. It has to be something relative. It's got to be something relative. Now, this live stream, as I told you, the days that on there, um, we can interact with this live stream. You can send me emojis. Please check the follow button if you want to be notified. Check the notification, and the emojis will start showing up. Okay, now we got two people in the room. We had a phone call already this morning. That's great. I'm glad they hear you all. Now, to text a message to me, because I love to have messages and ask me questions so I can help you. All you're going to do is come up with either a comment or a question, and it should be pertaining to CPS. Please state your full name, your city or county, and your state, and if you're outside the United States, your country. And right now I have 23 states, including the United States. That's a lot of countries that um, okay. Let me see here. The countries so far have been Indonesia, Bangladesh, India, up to Middle East. We got Saudi Arabia and Libya. Then over to Africa, we got Liberia, Sudan, Republic of Congo, Rwanda, Mozambique, and of course South Africa. Then up to Europe, we've got England, Scotland, Wales, and Denmark and Sweden have each called in. Let me see right here. What also we go across the pond to North America, to Canada, and of course all the 50 states, include Washington D.C. South of the border to Mexico, and then to South America, we go to Grenada on the above Brazil on the east coast. Good morning, Cruel, and welcome. Cruel is from Oxnard, California. Her case is in Ventura County, and her real name is Felicia, but her YouTube name is Cruel. And so it is a good morning. I'm glad you're here. Cruel comes on every day. Now, I don't know who Megan O'Neill Miro is, but Kimberly May, could you tell me where you're from and what your other question is, or a little bit more elaboration? So you have a question for me, Cruel? I'd love to hear from you. Also, my phone is live. Um, when you give me all the information, cross the pond to New Zealand and then down to land under Australia. Those are the countries, 22 of them. And they have called in here or text messages. It's their nickels that pay it if they're from other countries. Canada and Mexico have a pretty good deal with the phone companies. They have an area code like we do, and so it's easier for people to communicate. And let's see what Cruel says. Yesterday, I finally had a few minutes on the phone with a tenant attorney. He said to try to get the case continued as to find proper representation. Yes. What case do you have with the landlord? I'm confused. Do you have also a criminal case with your apartment? That's what I don't know about. Okay, I was reading my notes here and going over them. I was looking down. Okay, now we're halfway through my show, a little bit more past that time because my show ended at 9 o'clock. It's 8:43, so we got about 15 minutes left of my show. Now, besides text in a comment, please, for the first time, put your case in. Start from the beginning when there was a knock at the door, and then where you're at the moment. That's very important. Now, Cruel says, yesterday, I finally had a few minutes on the phone with a landlord tenant attorney. He said, try to get the case continued on to find proper representation. Okay. Yeah, the unlawful detainer from your brother. Eviction. Yeah, he wants to evict you from the home. Now, who has the title of that home? Is your mom the title, or who has the title of that home? Now, I'm going to put on that if you want to be a guest on my live stream, I really would love you to. All you have to do is write into my show producer, Grace, at vincentwdavis.com. You give her the date and the time. I want Bob's Friday night show, or Bob's Sunday morning show, or Bob Wednesday night show. That's all you have to say. You got 14 to pick from. And I'll gladly have you on the live stream. One thing about live stream is more people can talk. If you call in, only one person can talk on the phone. So that is not good. Boy, my nose are getting all messed up here. To be a guest on my live stream, you just tell her one of those 14 shows and email it. Email it to Grace at vincentwdavis.com. And she'll put you on. She'll give you the link. You just copy and paste it, and you're on. You just go to the browser and type in the URL code, and they'll get you on there. Okay, I'm putting those notes aside, and let's see what else we got here. The live stream. When you get um, the URL code, then you just copy and paste it and put it in there. If your mom has the title to the home, have you found out your mom yet? But he got a power of attorney, so now he has guardianship of your mom. That's bad news. That's bad news. Your brother is corrupt. That is bad news, Felicia. You need to find some dirt on your brother and expose him. That's hard for a lot of people sometimes to find dirt on people. A lot of times the license could be expired or they don't have a wedge in their private area. So it's really, 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 really bad. Um, Now, the third way is to call in, and you can call in at my phone number like David just did at 626-698-0990. I'd love you to call in and talk about your case. You can tell a story or a question. A story or a question. That's all you have to do. And I'd love to hear from somebody there. Okay. So the number's up 626-698-0990, and I'd gladly take your call. Now, I do other calls before my show and after my show to help Vincent Davis with his clients. So if you want to hire Mr. Davis, call me at that same number, 626-698-0990. It's between hours of 8 in the morning and 10 o'clock, and then from 11 to 1, and that's Monday through Friday, all Pacific Standard Time. All Pacific Standard Time. If she does, I'd really be worried where your mother is at. And if your brother has the power of attorney, it's pretty hard. But you got to get to the court's attention that you need that home to live in. You have no other home. It's your means of living in a home. Okay. It's sad. It's sad when family members go against each other. That's really the terrible point about that. Okay. Now, some other things too I'd like to point out too on my live stream is that if you want to um, um, get a guide or some information, we have a new guide out called the Grandparents Guide. And there's also other resources. The Grandparents Guide to getting um, grandparents to get guardianship of their grandchildren. And it's a step by step guide, and it will help out. It's good for parents too, but there's uh, two guides in our office right now. Hmm. So you go to this thing called stand.store. It's a website, and it's /attorney VWD. I want to thank for the emojis. Hello, Christina Reynoso. I have forgot the email, I promise you. Right after the show, hopefully I don't get interrupted. I'll do it. I'll do it, Christina. And hello, Kimberly May. Welcome. And thank you for the thumbs up, both of you. Now, this grandparents guide you can get for half off. It's $9.99, but they'll give you half off if you use my last name and the number 50. Now, capitalize all my last name. That's PACE and the number 50. That'll get you entitled to half of the $9.99, and you get that grandparents guide. It's good for parents too. It's good for parents too. Now, for some of you that like to talk to Mr. Davis, um, there are many ways you can do that. One of the easiest ways is to call in on my phone or be a guest on my show. With that being said, I offer you a chance to see Mr. Davis's internet. And okay, another way, when you call in or guest my show, you get a free 15-minute private consultation. It's a Zoom meeting with Mr. Davis. All you have to do is talk, and I'll qualify you and send an email to my producer, Grace. But you need to give me some information. And when you do it, I will tell you then. But you can talk to them for free for 15 minutes. You make a list of questions you want to ask them, prioritize them. Now, another way to talk to Mr. Davis is to pay $60 for a 30-minute private Zoom consultation with Mr. Davis. It's a private one, and it's good for 15 minutes. Okay, Vincent just responded to me, so that's good. So let me get a hold of David Hilago. Um,
Hello?
yeah, hey David, Vincent just texted me. He said supposedly he's texted you, but this is what he said. Um, he said yes. I just text him. Call him. Tell him I'm trying to get in touch with him. Okay. All right. This is an update for you. You bet. Bye bye. Okay, that was David. I just let him know that Vincent Davis, attorney, is trying to get a hold of him. I called David by mistake. I'm sorry. Um, so get that guide, and it's at Store, Attorney Vincent Davis. Now, you can also go to his website, and it's vincentwdavis.com. He has a lot of information on his website. Now, Cruel is telling me hopefully her mom will appear in court Monday, but I can only imagine what lies and um, Bullwinkle they've all been drilling into my mom's head until now. Well, you said you don't know where your mom's at. She was living with you, but somehow she's been missing for months. Cool further says, so I don't know what to expect from her at all at this point in the past. I feel comfortable anticipating her next thought or move or flip out. Yeah, I know it's gonna be hard. It really is really, really hard. Mm. Well, so do we have anybody like to do a phone call this morning? Or like to talk about anything? Is there anything people want to request? Now, you know, my background is I'm not an attorney, but I'm a very intelligent man, a loving father, and a husband. I have 42 years of marriage experience. I've helped raise 6 children. Unfortunately, one of my child was uh, was retaliated upon by the social worker. So the worker was caught with perjury on the witness stand, and she lied. She lied so bad that she committed perjury in court. Okay, what's cool say now? Yeah, you don't know what to expect. So just be calm and composure. Maybe you see your mom come early to court, and maybe she's in the hallway. You can talk to her. Okay, maybe you can talk to her and feel her out and see what they've been telling her. Okay, but you certainly don't want your mom to lose that house. Now, it's a shame that your brother has that temporary custody of your mother. It's not right. Now, another way that you can be on a talk to Mr. Davis is for $60. He has a program that you can pay $6 to a website. Let me get that link up there. If you need more time than 15 minutes, which will give to you for free, a 30 minute or a half hour will cost you just $60. He has a special deal like that. And Okay, let me see here. I'm checking my Google News because there's always some stories there because it's 9 o'clock and I got it in my show. Um, it's a little after a minute there. I'd like to finish wrapping this up with my 5 rules. Rule 1, get yourself a real attorney, not a court appointed attorney, not a public defender. And that attorney should be trained in juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. So this 30-minute private Zoom, you just put your credit card and go to the website candidly.com/apps/Bob Pace. Now, one last website. When all else fails, you should try to contact Doge. Doge is the Department of Government Efficiency. Now, Doge was started by Donald Trump, and Elon Musk was his first director, but he only could serve 130 days. His time was up in May 31st. So, anyway, this is an agency that's investigating CPS, how they spend their money and stuff, and they'd love to hear from you if you have things that went wrong in your CPS case. Now, they have a website, www.doge.gov, phone numbers. Now, this Doge has a website. It's doge.gov. It also has 2 phone numbers very good, 202-456 quadruple 141s, and then 202-456-1414. Also, you can email Doge. It's doge@mail.house.gov. And they'd love to hear from you if you have solid things that could be found with social workers. We need to put them stop because they're getting out of hand now. So those numbers are the White House, the Doge numbers, and they will help you. They want to hear about the problems you're having. So that's a last resort. Have you called Doge yet, Cruel? Have you talked to Doge? And hello, Megan Wilson. All right, Megan Wilson, what is your area code and what day did you call? It takes about a week to schedule time with Mr. Davis. What was the area code? And I'll try to find it. Okay, Megan Wilson. Megan, Oh, 616. Thank you. All right. 616. Let's see what date it was. That was May 20th. You should have heard something by now. Let me go check. O'Brien, Helena. Okay, let me go check Grace's. Okay. Still looking for her. Hold on. If you can hear me, Megan, can you send me your name and your email and phone number, and I'll do it again, please? I'll do it again. Okay, Christina, I hope that's what you can do there. Um, Not Christina, I'm sorry. Megan Wilson. Yeah, I know that, but I need your full name and I need your email and your phone number. Those 3 things. Can you do that, Megan? Okay. Okay, I can't seem to find it, Megan. Can you send it to me, your area code, your phone number, your full name, and your email, and I'll take care of it for you, okay? Okay. Okay, I'm trying to find out. Hold on, someone just missed a call. There was 9:19 last night or this morning. Okay. Nothing there. Good. Thank you, Megan. Thank you so much. Hey, what's going to happen is I'm going to end my show, and let me see if double check I got that message there from Megan Wilson. There it is. Yeah, I'll reset it again. So I remember you had mentioned that. So anyway, you don't need to tell me where you're from. It's just your phone number and your full name and your email. I got it. Thank you, Megan. Anyway, I do have to sign off. It's well after 9 o'clock, and Vincent's got a show coming up at 10 o'clock. Please watch him. So don't forget to keep fighting for your children. I want to thank Megan Wilson, and I want to thank Cruel. Megan Wilson from Delaware, and Cruel from Ventura County or Oxnard County, California. And who else we had here? Carrie Simpson, I don't know where you're from. Kimberly May, I need to know the same thing. And who is O'Meal Murrow? I don't know those. Anyway, I'll be on again tonight at 7 p.m. So there'll be a brief message from Vincent Davis. Please watch it at the end of my live stream. God bless you and have a nice day.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against then it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last one.